What's going on, traders? It's been a lovely week so far. This week has been a pretty slow week. The only mover we had was on Tuesday. I managed to make that day, I think, over 15K. That was on I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. Not really sure. The stock when VWAP reclaimed it's like $1 and went up to 640. That's the one mover that I made most amount of money. The other one was base hits, 10, 20% or so forth. But primarily, this week has been green every day, which is good. And just green every day. Green every day. Green is good. Uh, Even though it was not really that slow for me. We every day we had one, two, three movers each and every day, and I was pretty happy with it. But we're gonna go talk about it, of course, after my awesome disclaimer here. So this is kind of like my desktop here. So let's see if we can put this up somehow so you guys can see what. Let me move this out of the way. So you can see the full picture. You can see here that I have most of the days grouped by date. You can see August 18, 2025. That was on a Monday. So it started out, you can see so here the most amount of money I made in SNGX. SNGX, I bought it a couple times when we were about to over here we were about to, break pre-market highs. It failed. We came back down, and I actually went long again over here, and I got stopped out again. I did this bear trap right about here, and then we squeezed. This ticker SNGX. I don't know if it had news that day, but it did have news. FDA organ drug designation for something. So I ended up longing it around 5, and then sold it it's close to the 6-ish. So that was pretty good. That was SNGX. The other ticker ASBP. ASBP was the main mover, the hot chick of the day. We popped up over here. I didn't really buy it anywhere. I only bought it over here when we broke pre-market highs. 'Cause I don't trade before 9. And it was actually a pretty good buy at 65 and so forth. And but only after I saw this downtrend over here after 945, I ended up buying it, and then we actually spiked up. I bought it at 70, sold 85. So that was a plus setup. I did get stopped out, over here in SNGX a little bit too much, but after we had this teleport candle, I went long. So I knew we were gonna break the daily resistance here. So SNGX and ASBP were the primary movers that gave range on Monday. And then we have XPON, the one that I took a loss. Usually XPON was a first green day bounce. You can see so here on the daily, it broke yesterday's high by 205. But as soon as it broke 205, went long, and it was just choppy, and we didn't go anywhere. I ended up that was a loss. That was Monday. The next ticker was VTAC. VTAC. No, next one. Tuesday, GXAI. GXI was actually the only problem I had. I think it was on Tuesday. I traded GXAI a couple times. I think I traded it like 5 times, which exceeded my maximum times to trade it. Bought it here, got stopped out. Bought it here, got stopped out. And here you can see that we broke pre-market and we went nowhere. So here in this chop over here, I did lose a lot of money, and because I lost like 4 times in a row. I ended up buying it over here 180 as I saw this downtrend, and then I sold 210, bought it again at 215, sold 230. So I am green on the ticker, but I actually over traded it, and I just was sizing in too much. But it ended up working out. The next ticker is Lassie. Actually, Lassie was a loss. Lassie was a great buy at 7 a.m. We had a 7 a.m. spike. I missed it. I tried to buy it. We didn't go anywhere. The next ticker is PRFX. PRFX, I was actually long heavy at 280 and $3. I thought we were going to break this daily resistance of 350. I had a huge profit at 350, but I didn't take it off the table. It was 280 long, then it hit around 330. I had around 50 cents profit. I didn't take it, and what I ended up doing is I just ended up making 20 cents and then flipping short, and I should have held that short. That's probably, I have to write that in my notes. I could have held that short because that short ended up working really good. Look at that short. We actually rolled over. We pushed again at VWAP, and then it was just dead. So that was pretty nice. So I did end up being green on that ticker. The next ticker is Star. So this is the big ticker that I did make money on, around a 12K win. If you have not already noticed, a lot of tickers, I call them surprise tickers. Like these, this is like the fifth one or the fourth one that does a VWAP reclaim and pretty much squeezes the shorts out to the moon. Been seeing this pattern after 10 a.m. after they sell the lead gainers, and the lead gainers don't go up so much. You have a mover VWAP reclaiming over here, and you can see the VWAP is the red line. So they end up VWAP reclaiming. You buy it, you sell it, you buy it, you sell it, you buy it, you sell it. My best trade was at 230 long, and I sold it at 3, and then I left it. But you can see that, in the morning, it didn't do anything. Only after, only after the ring, we actually spiked up. We held VWAP, and then I didn't trade it. So there wasn't anything they did bad on it. I just could have traded it more. So I traded like, I don't know, like 4 times. So if you're winning on the ticker, you should continue trading it even after 4 times. If you're losing on a ticker, you should not continue trading it after 2 times. So maybe I should have traded it again. I was pretty tired here. This was on a Wednesday, and I was doing lots of cardio. And I think I did 3 days in a row cardio. Like my feet, my muscles were like hurting, and I didn't want to trade that day. But soon enough, I did profit on it. Then you had CC. CC had a downtrend break. I made $1. Tried to go long again, and I lost 30 cents there. Then you had NBY. NBY, I had a downtrend break right here at $1. I thought this dollar break is gonna take me to the next resistance points of 180 because it had really nice room on the chart. Soon enough, it only went up to 125. I ended up going pretty heavy at 109. We kind of dumped, and then we hit 125 and then back down. So that was a bummer. I did end up finishing green on NBI, but then I took it short at 110. It was just a little bit of a mess. AUUD, another choppy ticker. We didn't do much over here. I think I shouldn't even traded that company. Something with AI on the 20th. I did take a loss on that one. And then moving on to I think this was on Thursday. Oh, this was on Thursday. Thursday I traded PTIX. PTIX. So you can see PTIX did pretty much nothing over here. Soon enough the bell rang. We pushed. I dipped. Hell's VWAP, and then I buy it over here for 50, sell at 5. I bought it again at 510, and then it hit like 620. I didn't really hold on to my last long, but PTIX definitely impressed me. 350 to 620. Next ticker is APM. APM was a sympathy momentum. You can see we were talking about the biotech that went up hugely, which was Thar. $1 to $6. We're discussing about the next biotech that's gonna be it. Soon enough, it was APM. I went long in the pre-market, sold it a couple times. I didn't really re-long it. It ended up grinding all day. Some traders thought we're gonna get over 440 into the aftermarket and continue on. I thought it was pretty overextended from $1 to 140, hit the daily resistance of 140. We pushed into the aftermarket and then we had a huge dump over here to $3. So be careful on these ones. I only took this amount of move over here and then I actually didn't trade it afterwards. You can see that I left. It was this ticker was tremendously choppy. The next ticker is LLAB and EIQ. ELAB, I bought it again, made 10 cents. I bought it again over here, made some money. It ended up pushing how much higher than I thought after we had a VWAP reclaim over here on Friday. We broke. I only made 20 cents over here and 15 cents over here. It ended up going much higher than I thought, but then along the way, as it went to 360, it was ridiculously choppy. You can see it pushed, it dipped, it pushed, dip, it pushed, dip. Like it's not something I want to trade. And the other ticker was EIQ. I bought it correctly here at 125, sold 142. We ended up holding, we ended up pushing, but I didn't want to really buy it. So far overall, primarily each day I've been green, and my big trade was on Thar. And what I did this week, so the only thing I wanna capitalize on it is like I over traded a ticker over here, GXI, and this chop over here. I traded it like 5 times over here, and I lost each time, and then I made back the money back that it went to 240. That's probably what I should have done different. And maybe I should have traded Thar a bit more since I already won 4 times in a row. Other than that, it's been green mostly each and every day. We actually discontinued the half off first month. So that's probably, so if you're interested in trading these types of setups, sign up in the link below. We're also gonna limit our 1 hour 1 hour pre-market prep. Maybe we're gonna do it half an hour. Doesn't really have to be 1 hour each day pre-market. And that week is a wrap. And see you all in my next video. Take care.